everybody, Trevor here, and welcome to my 48th unboxing video. And for today's unboxing, we'll be looking at the Tar-Splattered James that comes with a tar tanker for Plarail. Now, I bought this a few weeks ago, but it didn't come in the mail till this week, so that's why it took longer than expected. And what's funny about this is that in one of my top 10 videos regarding my favorite Thomas crashes, I totally called this, or at least I was one of the few people who totally called this, because I never thought that Tomy would release a variant of James that's covered in tar. I never thought this day would come, but I guess I was one of the only few people who totally called it. Oh, and by the way, this is based on the episode Dirty Objects, aka James and the Mess in the US dub. Now without further ado, let's open this up. And here we are. Let's talk about the meat of the video first, which is the Tar-Splattered James. I like that he has a CGI face, even though it could have been a sad face, like in the original episode. But I think the reason why he has a shocked face here is not because of budget cuts, but because he was shocked that he was about to hit tar tankers again in that one episode of Big World, Big Adventures. So I guess that's the reason why they decided to do that. But the coolest thing about this model is that he's covered in tar from top to his face. Although it could have been better if he had tar on his tender too, or even on his cab. Because after all, in the episode, it was stated that he was covered in tar from smoke box to cab. But that's okay. Beggars can't be choosers, as I said a million times before. It's still a nice model though. Oh, and by the way, this James runs on a AA battery, in case you didn't know. Because according to the instructions here, he runs on a AA battery. Now let's move on to the tar tanker. Not much to say about this one, other than that this is my secondary tar tanker in my collection. The first one I got was in used condition from eBay, which I'm assuming came with Boko originally, but I don't need a Plarail Boko because it's not as good as the Fisher-Price version in terms of the colored wheels. Besides, I prefer Boko with black wheels rather than gray wheels, but that's just my opinion. So yeah. This looks really nice because it's reminiscent to the classic TV series where they used to have tar tankers, or not just tar tankers, but tankers in general that have lettering on the sides rather than logos. Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. So all in all, this model of James is excellent, even in Plarail form. I hope they do the same thing with other ranges like Push Along or Motorized or maybe even Bachman. Who knows? Maybe Bachman will make more variants of James someday besides the Black and Busy Bee versions. So therefore, I'm going to give this model like a 9.5 out of 10 stars because as I stated earlier, it could have been better if there was a little more tar splatter on the cab here as well. But at least we got some tar on the top of the boiler and on his face, and that's good enough for me. And I don't mind the shocked face as well, though it could have been better if it was a sad face like in the original episode, but that's okay. Now, I would run this today just to demonstrate how well it runs, but the thing is, I have work to do this morning, so I'll have to make a fun run video on it some other time. So yeah, excuse me for that. This is Trevor Davis signing off, and I hope to see you all again next time.